Please support our local first responders and veterans and active duty members of the military. Without them, we can't do what we do here. Hello, friends. Welcome to the Blind Model Builder. My name is Rod. I'm the Blind Model Builder. Let's get done with the intro and let's take a look at what we have done on the bench. For all your airbrush and acrylic paint needs, please visit Gallery and use my discount code to save an extra 10% off your order. As you can see, we got some stuff going on with the 48 Chevy. Didn't do a whole lot with the body. That's still pretty much as it was last week. But we got the interior. Let's see if we can get this piece. There we go. Got this piece, seats installed. We have the floor flocked. Yeah, we did the base of the floor in a dark brown. We did the uprights, like this back piece back here. We did that in a tan, and you can see that a little bit better in one of the side panels here. Now that tan almost turned out like a mohair, what you might have seen in a mohair design back in the 40s. So I really like the way it turned out. I'm excited to get this going again. We've had some other stuff happening this last week, but you know, life is as life is. Let's move this off to the side real quick. As you can see, we have the engine installed. I'm hoping the ride height's going to be all right. I could have put the lowering blocks on it for the rear end, but I was concerned that the front end was going to sit too high. So I decided to leave that stock. We got the batteries, stuff like that to install. You know, all of this kind of stuff. I'm looking forward to getting this to see. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what this looks like when it's done. Kind of give you an idea here. Just a second. Right now, this is just in mock-up phase, so you kind of get an idea where the ride height's going to be. I think when this is done, it is going to be cool. Still working on the decal for the side, but we'll get that figured out. Now, let's get on to the other project that I actually finished up, and I think you guys will be excited to see it. On September 5th, come join us for the 5th annual Dog Days of Summer car show hosted by Guardian Paw Service Dogs. Let's show you the unveiling of the 1969 Plymouth Barracuda. In our family, we like to call this Real Red. That was the name my mother-in-law had given it when she had gotten it. Now, this is going to be my entry into the Summer of 69 group build that is being hosted by Diamond State Speed Shop and Loki's Scale Models. So let's go ahead and take a peek at what we got here. Now, I know this isn't exactly following the rules for this group build. These are actually 20-inch, or yeah, they're supposed to be 20-inch Chrysler slotted wheels that would have come. The 14s would have been stock on the car, but these are a 15-inch replica sitting on some rubber bands. And my mother-in-law's car actually has 14-inch Baby Moons. These just fill out the wheel well a whole lot better. We have the chrome mirrors. We have the black stripe. We've got the Barracuda. The one thing I'm missing, I somehow lost the part, there should be a panel that goes right in there. I'm sure it's around somewhere, and I'm sure it's going to turn up, and when it does, I'm not going to have any idea what it is. So I'm probably going to have to just make something to go in there, and which is easy enough because on my mother-in-law's car, that's just a black piece and it says Barracuda on it. Going around the other side, we have the same kind of thing there. Of course, we do have the 69 license plate in there. And I'm going to get you in a little bit closer. Bring it up here. You can see some of the work that I had done on the interior. I used a dark red for carpet for flocking right in there. See up close, you can see it a little bit better than you can in my great lighting out here in the garage. This car was not without its blemishes. Trying to get the right color, I had to mix some Kaleido paint and a little bit of the Hobby Lobby paint, and that had to go over the Createx, and all of that worked well. It was when I applied crystal clear to it, trying to save some time. Don't save time, guys. You're just gonna mess things up. That's what happened to me. I got some little bit of fish eyes and bubbling in the final clear coat, and unfortunately I'd already put the decals on, cleared over them, which is something I do most of the time. I have learned from past experience not to dehydrate them, but once it dried, I noticed what happened. I tried to wet sand those spots out, and I was just getting to the point I was afraid I was going to pull those decals, and I didn't have another set of those. So yeah, that's the flaw with this one, but to be honest with you, I'm happy with it. It looks pretty good. It's got a nice shine to it. We'll go ahead and get the hood on it closed. There we go. Hood fits on there nice and tight. The engine fits underneath just like it's supposed to. Yeah, if you look in this picture here, I think with the light coming down, you can see where some of the fish eyes were. I can maybe do a little bit more work on the hood, but I really don't want to get down any deeper into the paint. So I'm probably going to leave that as it is. We'll just say the car's parked outside, a little bit of minor hail damage. Yeah, that's what we'll go with, minor hail damage. But this is going to be my entry into the Summer of '69 group build. Hopefully it doesn't violate the rules too much. We'll get you a closer look at the engine compartment and what I did in there. Here we have a shot of the engine in all of its glory. This is a VCG Resins Max Wedge. As you can see, it's got the dual carb setup. I had to do a little bit of trimming on the bottom to get it to fit, so she is ugly underneath. Luckily, we don't look at the underside, do we? But a couple of things with this. I put a VCG Resins battery in it, right there. I actually got it wired up somewhat. We'll just call it that. And I lost the original coil for this motor. It went flying off of my little alligator clip while I was trying to clean it or paint it, and it just, so that's gone. So luckily, VCG Resins has the MSD box. I know this is supposed to be the Summer of '69, and it's supposed to be, what you would drive in '69. And by the way, that group build is the Summer of '69 group build. It is being hosted by Diamond State Speed Shop and Locus Scale Models. I will tag them in the video so they can see what I have going on. So yeah, this is what we have happening. And as you can see, we got it all wired up, and she is ready to go on a shelf and be proudly displayed. I'm actually pretty proud of the way this one turned out. It's actually really quite nice. Some of the paintwork isn't perfect, but it's what I could do trying to match the color. I had to mix a couple of different types of paint, and I had an issue with the clear coat. I tried to use crystal clear on it. It just went on too heavy, and I wasn't able to completely sand it out to get all of the bubbles and stuff off of it, and I didn't want to destroy the decals. So this is what I have for that. Hopefully that back piece to this turns up, and we will get, once it turns up, then I will actually get it completed, or I will make another piece for it. But for now, this one is actually getting moved off the bench, and I'll show you what is up next. Now that the Barracuda is for the most part off my bench, it's time for me to get started on the next project. A lot of you may remember from a while back, I had introduced this. This right here was going to be my Street Machines group build. It will be my Street Machines group build, being hosted by Blue Ox Model Group. But with that one, I have until December, end of the year, to finish it. So we're going to put this one on the back burner for probably 2-3 weeks, but we will be getting started on it. The next one I'm actually going to get started on is something that my wife had kind of reminded me that I have to get done before my granddaughter's birthday. She turns 1 in September, and I promised her I would have this done. My granddaughter is known as our little bug, like most of the first grandkids are. So what better thing to build for her than her first bug? I actually built this one last year, and I was going to give it to her then, and my wife said, wait, give it to her when she turns 1. And of course my wife was doing some cleaning in her area, and that thing went flying. There are it's still intact, but there's a lot of chrome bits missing. That one is probably going to wind up being let's just call it a Minnesota relic at some time. If you guys know what a Minnesota relic is, you will understand the reference behind that. This one, on the other hand, is not. This one is going to be a shade of pink. Haven't decided exactly which one yet. I don't know if I'm going to go with the Kaleido or if I'm going to go with the Hobby Lobby. I got to shoot some more spoons, but I do know that from past experience, this kit needs a little bit of body work, so we're going to get started on that here this week. I will do an unboxing of this for my Friday video, and we'll take a closer look at what's actually in this kit. So yeah, just in a moment, let's go ahead and get this video finished out. If you would like a shop card or would like to exchange shop cards, please contact me at the email above, and I will get one right out to you. Well, there you have it. That is my Monday bench update. As you can see, I got quite a bit done this last week. I was hoping, I know yesterday for Model Cars and Coffee, I was hoping to try and get a video out, but we had a celebration of life ceremony that we had to go to, so you know that family stuff takes priority. So we're gonna go with that. Got to keep the wife happy. Wife not happy, dad not happy. So, yeah, we're going to just kind of go from there. And if you guys have any ideas of how I might be able to finish that back panel on the Plymouth, let me know, because right now I'm kind of thinking I'm going to have to cover it with a piece of just flat resin, cut it out to the best of my ability. You know, I guess I can do some stuff with it, and I've got the decal to put on there in the back to show off the Barracuda. So that's all that's finished on that one. But at this point, you know, I don't know about you guys, but are any of your kits ever really finished? Mine never are. I always seem to come back and, oh, we got to fix this or do that. You know, there's always a lull between kits, and it's like, oh, what can we do to improve another kit? So, you know, that's probably where this one's going to fall. But when I do come up with a solution for that, I will be sure to let you guys know. And last thing I wanted to address is I was watching the video from Dirt Road Cinderella yesterday. If you guys haven't seen her, you really got to check out her channel. I mean, she does some phenomenal work. But what she had brought up is a subject about, you know, cars that you would have never owned if you were younger. I find myself a lot like her. I mean, I always owned the big three. I wanted that stuff. I was never much into German cars. I was never much into JDM, you know, Japanese type cars. But she brought up a point. It's like, if you could have another car in real life, what would it be? And as I thought about it, you know, I was thinking, you know, JDM might be kind of cool. I mean, maybe a Supra, something like that. But the more I thought about it, with where I'm at in my life right now, I think I would rather just have a S-Class. Mercedes S-Class. When I was in college, I had it was a Mercedes 380L, I think it was. It was a four-door. It was a big-bodied Mercedes. You know, it looked like the S-Class. It just had the inline six in it. I loved that car. Had it parked on the street one day, and it got sideswiped. Turned around, wound up actually selling it to one of my professors, who, he did all kinds of crap to it. We'll leave it at that. But if I had a choice, yeah, I'd like to have an S-Class. Maybe something out of the mid-'80s. I think that, to me, those are just elegance personified. You know, you guys keep your Rolls Royces, your Bentleys. Yeah, that's what I would like. So, to answer her question, there you have it. Mercedes-Benz S-Class. So, with that, I'm going to let you guys go. You guys have fun building. Take care of yourself. We'll see you on Wednesday for What Did You Buy Wednesday? Yeah, that was an adventure. See you then. Please support our local veterans and first responders. Without them, we can't do what we're doing here.